Hi guys, welcome to the Explanation Pro. Today I'm going to explain the second installment in the Maze Runner film series called The Scorch Trials. Spoilers incoming. The movie starts with a crowd outside of a building, chaos, and a young boy with his mother. The mother said that he loves the boy, Thomas, and then Thomas left with authority. He is on the train with other children, and Dr. Page says it's okay. Then he sees himself in an elevator, and someone is calling his name, and when he wakes up, they are now in a different facility, and they are haunted by what they call cranks, that has looked like a zombie. They are now safe inside the facility, and this is where they are going to unlock a new chapter of their lives, and the screen flashes the title, The Scorch Trials. They are welcomed by someone named Jansen, and he says that he is the reason why they are alive. He gave them a tour of the facility, gave them some vitamins, and let them rehabilitate. Thomas seems curious when Teresa is being tested. Jansen has a private chat with Thomas asking whose side is Thomas in, and he says that he worked with the wicked and ends their conversation. They went to a room, and there were other teens around their age, and they said that they had also been in a maze and were saved. Thomas sees Teresa, and when he is about to go in her direction, someone disrupts him and says that they are going to some tests and she is okay. They are given beds to sleep in and lock the door outside. It is in the middle of the night, and someone is calling Thomas and asks him to follow his lead. They are in a vent, and Thomas doesn't know what he is doing. The boy leads him to a hole and sees that some bodies are preserved, and the boy explains that when those bodies enter that specific room, no one leaves the room. Thomas asks why he is showing it to him, and the boy says that maybe they will listen to him that there is something wrong with the place. Thomas asked for his name and got Aris. Jansen is calling names as usual, and Thomas is curious what is behind that door where the one he calls out is passing by. And when he tries to pass it lined up with the one who's called, someone blocks him, saying that his name isn't called. He then tries again and bumps the guards, and Jansen comes and calms him down, saying that they are on the same page, but Thomas doesn't buy that. They were sent on their bunk, and then his roommates asked what he was trying to do, and he showed them that he got an ID to pass those gates, and there, Aris from the vent asked Thomas if he got it, showed the ID to Aris. Thomas says that they should be covering for him. Aris and Thomas, through the vent, went to the room that they were curious about, and when they entered the room, they saw some unidentified species, and there are also kinds strung up as if they are drained. Thomas went to a girl, and he thought it was Teresa, but Aris said it was Rachel and called out the moment she had been with Aris. Someone is entering the room, and both of them hide. It is Jansen and someone who says that somebody needs to talk to him. A big hologram flashes and Thomas cannot believe what he is seeing. Jansen is having a conversation with Dr. Page. Dr. Page is asking Jansen to fasten up his work, and if he doesn't, she will find another one who could do the job. Jansen says he should be doing it on the newcomers, and Dr. Page thinks they should not feel any pain. The two of them go to Thomas' bunker fast, and in panic, he says they need to leave the place. Newt asks him to calm down and say what is going on, and Thomas replies that it is the wicked. He says that Dr. Ava Page is alive, still experimenting on them. Thomas creates a barricade, and when Jansen is about to open their bunker, no one is there and requests alert security. The squad is leaving, and when they are about to leave, Aris says that he needs to go back for what he is doing necessary, and they leave and find a doctor and hold her captive. They went to where Teresa was, and when they entered the room, Thomas found Teresa lying on the bed, and he said they needed to hurry and leave. They are about to be captured, and there's no way out. That is why they smash the glass window and find a way out. Jansen caught up with them, and the door wasn't opening with their card. Jansen says that it is more dangerous outside because of the scorch and the wankers, but Thomas insists that Jansen should open the gate, and when Jansen is about to go near with them, the gate opens, and there is Aris on the other side. The door is about to close, but Thomas runs fast as he can, and he makes it out. They run, and they are now out of the facility. They found an abandoned place, and they went in. Thomas says that they better keep moving, and Teresa calls him and asks what is happening. Thomas explained that it is still the plan of the wicked, and they need to get far from them as far as possible. They ask Thomas what the plan is. He can't say anything until he remembers that Jansen mentions right arm, and then they decide to go there. Aris noticed that the place had traces of living. They found clothes and even discovered that there was power in the place. Minho looked and found where the generator was and turned it on. When the lights are turned on, entities that come make them panic and run. They met with the others, and they didn't know what was going on but were just told to run. Winston has a gun and covers for them, and when they are escaping through a door, the cranks get Winston. They pulled him out through the door and ran into a safer place. They wake up, think they are safe for now, and start their journey. They walk, and Winston is in very bad shape that can't even stand, so they make a stretcher and carry him. They are all taking a break from that long walk, and Thomas and Teresa are looking at the horizon if there is a sign for what they are looking for. Teresa says that they had done something to her, and she was marked, and her memories are back. Teresa is convincing Thomas that they should get back, but Thomas insists not to for all of the things they have done to them. The conversation of the two is interrupted by a gunshot, and when they go there, they are trying to calm Winston. Winston begs to die peacefully and not turn to one of the cranks. Newt gives back the gun to Winston, and Winston says thank you. They decided to the left, and Winston's last words to Thomas were to take care of the remaining allies. Their journey continues up until they find a place where power is up. They are running because a storm might come, and the thunder lightning is roaring. They were near the area when loud lightning struck that made Thomas have a blurry hearing sound, and they noticed that Minho was struck. They went to where Minho was and carried him until they were inside. They are all panicking because Minho lost his consciousness, and they started to wake him up, and luckily, he is alive. The place smells awful, and when they open their flashlight, some cranks are leashed, and someone came that they need to follow her unless they want to stay with their guards. The woman says that Jorge is very interested in them, and so is she. They went up of the building and they're where Jorge was. Jorge asks them 3 questions: where they are going, where they are from, and how he will profit. They answered that they were going to the right arm and it's none of their business where they were from. After the conversation, they are all hung upside down. Jorge asks what they knew about the right arm, and Thomas says they don't know anything until Jorge loosens a bit of the rope, and Thomas says they would talk. He just knows that some children are there in the right arm, which ends their conversation. Jorge is packing their things and decides that they are going to the right arm, and then suddenly, authorities came and said that they are the WICKD and will not do anything to them if they surrender the children unharmed. Brenda asks Jorge what they are going to do, and Jorge replies that they will play his favorite song. They went with the children and went to a secret way where they are going to go through a cable, but Brenda is finding something, and Thomas is left behind to be with Brenda, and when Brenda finds what she is looking for, the way that they are going to pass through is full of the authorities. They don't have a choice to run through the beams of the building, and Brenda says to hurry because the song is almost ending, and when it ends, the building is set to fire and collapse. Both of them went to a tunnel to get out, but the tunnel was full of cranks. They run out until they are out and the edge is a cliff, so they decide to go up, and the cranks almost catch up. When they are on the run, Brenda slips and falls. Luckily, she was caught up, but the thing is, it is a glass, and it cracked. Thomas tries to find a way to help her up, but a crank is there, and they are both fighting it and then succeed with Brenda almost falling from the height, but Thomas grabs her hand. They are now on their way and find a place with signage of Zone A. They are looking for the man named Marcus, and a man welcomes them and says that Marcus is in Zone B, where dead bodies are. The man offers them a drink, and they are welcomed inside the place where people are partying and dancing. The drink made Thomas dizzy and high, but he still tried to look for the others. They couldn't find them, and Brenda says that maybe they should relax, and their lips met, and suddenly Thomas came to realize that she was not with Teresa but with Brenda, and then he fell. The next thing is that Thomas wakes up from his dream, and he sees Teresa looking at him. And everyone is there, and the man that gives them the drink is Marcus. Jorge is torturing him to tell them where the right arm is but still not spitting any information. Jorge continues to punch Marcus, who is in a chair tied up, and decides to give them information when a gun is pointing at him. Marcus says that the right arm is always on the move, giving them some direction. They went in the direction with a car, and they stopped because of the vehicles on the road, but suddenly gunshots were flying that they needed to dock down. When Jorge is supposed to throw some distraction so they can leave, a woman holding a rifle asks to put the device down. The woman recognized Aris, for they had been in the maze together. They are now on the base of the right arm, and suddenly Brenda falls, and they discover that she is infected. They are pointing their gun, but Thomas insists that they could do something, and a doctor approaches them that recognizes Thomas. She said Thomas gave every detail of the laboratory, and when they are in the tent, she says that the injection could hold up for a month. They enjoy the view peacefully, and Thomas asks where Teresa is and points her alone uphill. Thomas went for her, and Teresa had done something. She asks Thomas to understand why she is doing it, and Thomas sees helicopters on their way. He went down, and they were ambushed. The right arm tried to fight them, but they were too many, and Dr. Page is now taking all of the tagged children. Thomas decided to stay with them, and Newt asked why and he replied that he was tired of running. Thomas is holding the bomb controller and is ready to die so that Thomas can't go back there and his friends are with him, and when he's about to press it, Jorge comes with an armored car, and another fight happens. They are all escaping, but they got Minho. The movie ends where Thomas still has his will to fight and save Minho, and some agree and are willing to have their revenge. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and also subscribe my channel for more videos like this. See you in the next video.